launch into it. Welcome to the 23rd annual edition of the Turf and Tools podcast. I am one of the hosts, Tim the Lawnmower Man. I'm joined by Karthik, the obsessive lawny. How are you?
Good, thank you. Welcome, everyone. Welcome back to another podcast. What is it, 23rd annual, was it, did you say?
I did say that. Once again, Perfect. We are live on YouTube, so we kind of need a time. It'd be nice if we could have a weekly time where we're like, yeah, we'll be here, and then maybe people can watch at that time, but we're just not that organised, are we?
Organised, and neither of our works that fixed that we know exactly when we're going to be off.
Correct.
And yeah, it'd be nice to have a household where everyone's healthy at the one time as well. That always is convenient.
Yeah, you were crook for a little bit, weren't you?
Yeah, we've got another one now. Again, everyone's done the round, and then we've got a new one now, so the little one's sick now. Yeah. So, and you've obviously got one as well at your place.
I've been healthy as.
How's the back?
My gardener here. The back is. I'm on the road to recovery, I would say.
Well, I saw you grab the ego and go for a free mow Friday, and I went, okay, he must be pretty back to normal now.
Well, it was self-propelled, so it kind of does the work itself.
Okay.
I mean, yes and no, because it's heavy. We will be talking about the Ego commercial lawnmower. Well, I will, and Karthik will be potentially asking questions about it. But yeah, what else? What have you been doing this week?
Like I said, mine's just been a work week this week, because I think straight after our podcast last week is when I went into my work cycle. So it's been fun, especially with I've got a sick kid at home as well, so juggling all of that stuff. The lawns just had a mow. The front yards had no extra work put in since the last, I think, 3 weeks now, 4 weeks even maybe.
You're just not doing anything. You know,
I'm not.
It's that point of the year where you can kind of see in the distance, you're like, okay, it's going to be Reno season
and it's
soon.
not been as cold. Like,
No.
I feel like this week it's all starting to sort of feel like it's looking up anyway. And because the fronts had very little effort put into it, it's almost pointless now trying to make much of that situation, so to speak. So I'm just now waiting for the temps to start picking up again, and then hopefully get back into the run of things.
Yeah, good to hear.
Yeah.
Have you seen Lawns in Good Nick? Any of his stuff lately come up on your feed?
Which one? He always shows up on my feed.
Anyway, I was just, he showed something about, how to keep colour through winter or whatever.
Okay.
He had good colour
Nice.
on his Kikuyu down there. So,
and I think a couple of different creators also put videos out with the lawn pigments as well, I think. I know Aussie Lawn Brenton had something, I'm fairly sure.
They used, what's it called? You've
Which
used
one?
it before. What they used?
Oh, the Colour Guard Plus.
Yeah, from Lawn Solutions.
From Lawn Solutions,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
Yep.
Anyway,
Do you want to get the special guest looked after first?
Special needs?
Yeah, no, not the special guest. I mean, you just invite them to the podcast and then don't involve them in it.
Well, this week we did finally get into the veggie patch. So I was going to give you the full update about it, but then I realised at some point that, at a very early on point, that I actually don't know what I'm talking about, because it's kind of not my project. It's more Nicole's project.
Yeah.
Hi,
Nicole.
You won't be able to actually hear her because we only have the budget for 2 mics here. But maybe we can relay any information. She will basically be correcting any of the many mistakes I will be making. But did you see the video? I made a video of us
I did. I was initially just saw the silly short format one you'd put of you mowing the garden bed with the mower, I think, which clearly did the job.
What was silly about that?
Just unusual to see someone with a lawnmower in a garden bed. So I think that's self-explanatory there. But it clearly did the job.
There I am there on the stream. It did the job. I used the little Ryobi 36 volt.
Yep, light enough to pick up. Yeah.
Well, there it is there.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
You know what? I like that mower.
Yeah, because
I don't know. I using it, I feel somewhat comfortable. I don't know. I like the look of it, the feel of it. I don't mind.
Definitely
as a mower.
fully functional. Yeah.
Yeah, functional.
Oh, you said that about. That's probably why I used that word, because it was not too long ago that I watched your other video. Anyway, let's stay on topic.
Anyway, sorry. So here is our veggie patch, our Veggie Garden, which, as I said, it's not really my project. It's more Nicole's, and it was very overgrown with mainly Kikuyu in the garden beds, and Nicole has been absolutely harassing me. You haven't missed much. Beer Taster Brute. Beer Taster Brute is here. You haven't. We had lots of Kikuyu. Nicole's been hammering me about getting in there and getting it done.
Yeah.
And I've been like, no, just hold off. I need to I need to film it.
So finally got around to it.
It was her birthday the other day, so I spoiled her by
Oh my God.
us going out and someone's doing burnouts out there. Getting out there and clearing a few of the beds, which we had some success with. But we do have some veggies already in there, which they're on camera at the moment. I have the normal peas. These are the normal peas on camera at the moment, correct? And that they went in about a month ago. Yep. And any more information? Can you give me something juicy about them? Or
So
they'll be ready in another 6 to 8 weeks, apparently. Our normal peas. And what about the snow peas? We also have snow peas.
Yeah, snow peas are doing better.
The snow peas are doing better, which you can see on the video right now as well.
Do they both sort of germinate and grow at the same pace as each other usually?
Yeah, the peas are
The-
slower for some reason.
The peas have been a little bit slower.
Okay, so the snow peas are quicker.
Yeah.
Maybe the sun.
Yeah.
Nice.
But that's me there. That gives you an idea of height. For
So very, very, very
they're
tall
low
garden bed
beds.
then.
I'd like some higher beds. We're going to rebuild the whole veggie patch at some stage, but we're very lucky with what it is. I mean, you've seen it.
And what's the plans for the new areas that you guys cleared over the
So
week?
we've got carrot, celery, and broccoli.
Carrot, celery, and broccoli.
Nice.
In now, we've already planted them, have we?
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
And I've got seed potatoes.
Seed
Dutch
potatoes. So I went out on the windowsill today and I saw in some egg cartons a couple of dozen potatoes. I'm guessing that has something where they're what we're.
Are they
we'll be
like
growing.
seedlings that you then plant later on into the ground?
Potatoes that I've put the eyes up on so that they grow, the eye grows, and then I'm going to plant them.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think it's pretty much, you get them ready for planting because they start putting the roots out, so to speak, initially. And then you plant them. I've seen that done with it's sort of like a little nursery pot you do generally before you move them to the ground, I think.
Yeah, it's still a bit cold.
Yeah.
So
Potatoes, God, yeah, I
So-
remember
Sorry,
planting.
go
No, sorry, just potatoes. I was thinking I remember planting a couple once, and it's been about 6 years, and I've tried to get rid of them now for like 4 years in a row. And it's kind of like, well, if you just miss even one or two in the ground, they just keep coming back over and over. So that can be a good thing and a bad thing, I guess, if you're trying to get rid of it.
Very hard to get rid of, are they?
Well, they shouldn't be, I think. Maybe I'm just not doing a thorough enough job of obviously getting all of it out of the ground. But yeah, I've kind of given it a very half-hearted effort at getting rid of it all.
Yeah.
And have failed miserably at it. So yeah.
we're just going to dedicate one bed to potatoes.
One bed to potatoes.
Yep.
We're going to dedicate one bed.
We've got lots of beds.
I'm relaying the information here. We should
Nice.
get a third microphone, hey? I
Yeah.
should work out how to do that because Maggie helped out with the clearing of the beds. I can't believe how much. I don't even know how the kikuyu got in the beds because it was.
It's
It was almost
it'll
like
grow on your roof.
No,
if it
but
could.
the funny thing is, all around here's me trying to clear it on the video.
So
all around the garden bed.
There's nothing.
No, it's like looks like a blue cooch or something. Or,
Okay.
I
Maybe
don't
they
know.
brought in soil that had
Maybe.
kikuyu in it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But it was, man, after doing like Fremo Fridays and it's just, I play with overgrown kikuyu all the time to then come home and then have to pull that out of a garden bed. It was a slap in the face, an absolute slap
And
in
you
the
don't get
face.
somehow you expect like a lot of broadleaf weeds and stuff like that in garden beds. You don't expect a lawn variety grass to
No.
be growing in a garden bed like that.
No, I will.
Planted a whole bed of flowers.
We planted a whole bed of flowers.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Just
we
like flowers as
apparently
in
we have
like,
flowers. A
just
bed of
pretty
ram-
flowers or like edible flowers?
No, just like pretty flowers to attract bees.
Oh, nice. So yeah. Get the bees. Very cool.
I have Sue Doe in the chat Sue comments on just about every video, so I do appreciate you commenting on just about every video, Sue. She says at least we get to hear Nicole. Can you hear Nicole in the background, can you? Let me know if you can. Hi both, what's your preferred sunscreen? Look at our first question. Oh, I mean, it was for us. They did say both. They didn't say and third wheel.
It's all right.
but
Nico can pick first because
we do have one that we do like, actually. It's very non-greasy. It's probably in my car door. I can't think what the brand is. The good something.
Good something.
okay, nice.
I was genuinely surprised when I got it because I generally hate sunscreen because it's so greasy normally.
That's right. Yeah.
And you add that with sweat and it's just not nice. But this stuff, it just very low grease factor. Very expensive though. How much was it? $50
And what?
bucks
It's
for
still the same SPF rating and everything.
yeah.
Nice. Maybe I should look because I didn't think you guys
Have a
were
look
going
and
to
see if it's in my front door panel, please.
I didn't realize you were going to have a safe, like a favorite brand now, because my answer was just going to be whatever's in the house that my wife's
that's a
bought.
very random question too. Hey,
Yeah, well, you do a lot of lawn mowing, so it's fair enough too.
that's true. That's true. So is that everything we've planted, Nicole? There's nothing else really?
That's it for now.
That's it for
Yep.
now. So we have
And we've got more stuff.
carrots planted.
So this is all stuff that'll still do all right in winter, I guess, or at least establish in winter.
And we've got parsnips in.
Parsnips as well,
Okay, there you
apparently.
go.
Parsnips,
Nice.
carrot, broccoli, celery.
Parsnips,
God, those-
carrot, broccoli.
Some of those pizzas you're going to make are going to be delicious down the line, I reckon.
Pizza's a dirty word at the moment. Okay, so this is weird because the first ones I made. Before we get into that, I've been given the sunscreen. It's called We Are Feel Good Ink. This is the coconut SPF 50 plus one. Yeah, I mean, it's not like this is no product endorsement or anything, but yeah, I've been very happy with it. But yeah, when I found out, how much was it? $50?
Yeah, but
My
we also-
God, that seems a lot of money for.
They send you like
sunscreen.
Small, like zinc or something.
And they send you a little one as well. Yeah, pizza update. I made the first ones on camera and everything, and they were absolutely, like the ones you go and
Like
get
spot
at
on, yeah.
the pizza, wood-fired pizza places and that. And then ever since then, Nicole's been making them because she's the cook here. And they've been a little bit subpar, haven't they? She hasn't got the dough right.
No, but you guys sure it's not a psychological thing? Like the first one, the excitement to try it, low expectations versus...
No, they're garbage. No.
It's nasty.
No, they just haven't been as they've been a lot heavier. The
Okay.
first dough we made was
And we're
really,
obviously
really
trying different things in terms of adjusting the...
I changed one thing, and I think that's what I've gone wrong.
right.
changed one thing apparently. So anyway,
Well, the
we
one
will
time
get,
I tasted it, I thought it was excellent. So
we
Yep.
will get some more pizza uni content out because I am building a bench out there for the uni, which you've obviously saw the.
well, I saw the video for it as well. Yeah.
Oh no, what's happened?
T-bone, that was the best steak I've had in a long time. That took 3 minutes.
One
In the
second.
uni.
YouTube
3
is not-
minutes. Oh, but I'm assuming you had the oven first preheated and stuff like that before you put it in.
And a cast iron grill in there.
Nice.
I think we've dropped out for a second. I think we might be back.
I'm just gonna keep talking about steaks now. That's
You
all
keep
right.
talking.
Because there's a whole like method to the cooking as well about like this reverse sear versus searing it first and then cooking it through. So with the pizza oven, do you cook it first and then sear it after?
No, so it's just like 350 degrees.
350 degrees.
Pop it, you preheat the cast iron griddle for 5 minutes.
Yep. Preheat the grill first.
Put it in,
Yep.
and it's 3 minutes. Turn it over, 1 minute.
There you go. 4 minutes. And what are we talking? Medium rare, rare,
Medium rare.
medium rare. Perfect. That's how I like it too.
We're having issues on the
Starting
stream, so
Nicole's
I do
fun,
apologise. We've had a super chat in the chat. Kevo33 has sent $14.99, starting Nicole's mic fund. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very Probably a little bit hard to hear her, so maybe we will invest in a third mic. Thank you very much for that, Kevo.
We did this seed subscription
Seed subscription, yeah.
so that every 3 months we get seeds that you are to plant in this zone.
Oh, so they send out whatever seeds are sort of seasonally need to be
For
planted.
this area.
Perfect. Okay.
It's a mixture of flowers and vegetables.
Yeah.
They're local too, aren't they?
Local, yeah.
They're only.
What are they called? You guys
Where-
want to
where
give
are they
them a
from?
shout?
We will, but I can't remember.
Oh, we're terrible at names.
Oh, really? Okay.
I'm dreadful at that.
Is it like an online thing or is it a?
Online.
Okay.
So next time I get it, I'll show you.
And they're internationally available or is it just Sydney or?
Questions I cannot answer.
Okay. Okay. No
This
problem. Yeah.
is
Well,
very
that's cool.
very
That's-
last minute having.
That's a cool concept,
Nicole
though, isn't
here.
it?
Really good concept because then you get stuff that you know you can plant in this area,
Yeah.
like in time to plant it for the season. So while we're learning, it's really helpful.
I can't have you
Exactly, yeah.
talking too much, I think, because we're going to have just blocks of silence in the.
Yeah, but I'm actually excited for your garden project now.
Well,
Your
maybe
Veggie Garden
you can give
project.
us a weekly update. We'll see in the chat. Let us know if you want a weekly update
On the garden beds.
podcast, a weekly garden veggie update with Nicole, and then maybe we can invest in a third mic for that. But thank you for joining us.
Thanks,
Actually,
Nicole.
you're our first
guest
on the podcast. So we do appreciate your time. We do appreciate you flying in.
I feel worthy.
Nah, thank you, Nicole. I appreciate it.
We have put her up for the night, so I don't feel guilty at all. But I feel like we're having some issues with the stream, but that's okay. Technology.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
Can you tell us, is the audio still okay, or is it just the video that's dropping out?
Let us know in the chat if you can see it, see and or hear us.
But the podcast must go on.
It must go on because we do record this, so we will be putting it out.
So
gravy.
while we're on the pizza topic anyway, so I watched that video of you starting the project.
No, we're just unboxing I wanted to do an unboxing video for the gear to show what's arrived before starting it. So I have bought the timber for it, which you may or may not have seen. Oh, there we are. There's me. There's the uni actually.
Yeah.
We got the 8-piece. You can see the box there.
Yeah.
Pretty good value, $6.99. So it's the Roby 1 Plus 8-piece 18-volt kit. Comes with the drill driver, the impact driver, circular saw, blower, reciprocating saw, palm sander, multi-tool, and grinder. I can't believe I remembered all of those off the top of my head.
And wasn't there a nail gun or something as well? Was that separate to the kit?
No, so I did get them to send the nail. I forgot to do the unboxing of that while I was doing it.
Okay.
The nail guns as well as the drop saw, compound miter saw, whatever you call it, which will be fun to use because I've had the Ozito one for years, which is plug-in and
corded. Yep.
Yeah, but just annoying every time I want to use it. So I'm super excited to have one of those in a battery to play with. So they're the tools I'll be using to make it. We do have.
So where's it going? Right besides where the previous project was, where your dog area was.
No. Out facing on this wall.
Okay,
here,
nice. Okay.
Yeah. So actually, you can see on camera here. I think I put it on somewhere there. There we go. Look. So on the back there, it's going to go along there. So I got some hardwood timber from the same place I got the fencing stuff from because it looks rustic, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool.
And you're going to account for any future barbecues that might go there?
Yeah,
and stuff
we've got
that?
a Weber coming as well because when I bought some tools from Total Tools a few weeks back.
I think this might be where we get the
What is
seeds
it?
from.
The seed collection.
Oh,
You want to grab it? Oh, check it at me.
Yeah.
You get it. You keep going.
I spent enough to be given a Weber. So we have a Weber coming for it as well.
Nice.
I'm very excited to do it. I don't know what I'm doing. Like everything I do, I have no idea. But it's a bench. It's going to be a basic bench. But I've got 100 mil by 100 mil posts.
Yeah.
And then 100 by 50 rails, like for fencing.
So
it's going to look
like
really heavy and rusty.
Chunky, yeah.
But that's the sort of look I want to go for anyway. But the kit, I don't know. Again, haven't used them to make stuff.
Yeah.
Actually, tell a lie. I made a sawhorse today. I think that's what you call it, for your,
I know
your
what
chainsaw.
For once, I actually know, I think, what you're talking about. Yes.
Yeah,
the
not
sawhorse,
for carpentry, though. I'm talking about for cutting, logs or branches or with a chainsaw.
I think it kind of falls under carpentry category, yeah. Timber, anyway. It's all the same thing. It's all right.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. So you actually built one using these tools?
I say built one. It's a couple of bits
one together.
Yeah, couple of bits of timber crossed over and then some braces on it.
Yeah.
But it was handy with the nail gun just going bang, 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 bang.
Yeah.
It's so satisfying to use. So, I've knocked that up. So hopefully I'll be starting the uni bench project this week. That's the plan anyway. I always say I'm starting things and then, like Chicken Coop live stream hasn't started.
Yeah, but something else that you probably hadn't talked about starting has sort of progressed further than you would have thought as well. So sometimes...
What was that?
No, I'm just saying, in terms of projects, you might have a list in your head of things to do.
Yeah.
Not every one of those might go to schedule, but then there'll be other things that might be ahead of schedule occasionally as well.
That's true.
So it's all right. You're just living here and... Yeah, as you're
I'm just
making
living my
up,
best life.
I don't know about
Just
that. As
living
you're
my
making
best
up
life.
stuff, you're filming it, I guess. So.
Yeah.
But the chicken live would be a good one to
I'm
get
very
up and
keen
running,
to get
I
it
reckon.
done, because it'll boost my internet around the property anyway, because we'll be running the signal down there. But it's just...
You've been training the chickens on the side, I assume, to sort of be entertaining on the live?
Yes.
Do some things.
Sure.
I don't know.
Have we got any questions? in the comments. I haven't been really looking at them. I should have a look. Joe says, go simple, easy dough recipe, which is what we've been doing. We've been doing the easy dough or the quick dough, but it just hasn't been coming out as well. Brian Welsh is here from Prime Cuts. He has something. Sorry about that. I'm just scrolling through these.
Allmate Link says that, basically the gist of it is the Veggie Garden update. It's a great idea.
Sure, yes, we can do maybe we'll do that. We'll have to purchase a third mic and work out how to work that. Just one more thing I can try and get wrong with the technology here.
Yeah.
Brody Gregson, love watching Turf and Tools reviews and podcasts. Look forward to watching them every week.
Yeah, good.
Thank you very much. Beer Taster Brute. Not sure what he was saying, but I'm sure it was very insightful. Hopefully Tim can get his hands on one and try it out also. What tool are we talking about there, Karthik? Do you know what we're talking about?
I'm going to go back up on the comments because I think him and Brian were talking about a tool. I'm just trying to... You keep going. I'll try and find the comment for you.
Seems like it was a fair way back, so I do apologise for that. Jack says, hello from Adelaide. Hello, Jack. How are you? Brian Welsh. Yes, they've got more expensive over the past year or two, around $8.99, I think. We're talking about a tool. I got no idea what we're talking about. Are you talking about a chicken-only fans? No.
The Cub Cadet. WST100. I think
Walk behind whippersnipper.
That's right.
Okay. So I saw these. So it's basically a walk behind, a push whippersnipper.
Okay, like on a trolley almost.
It's got like a lawnmower size motor, and then it's got a large head at the front of it.
Got it.
That
I think I can kind of picture it because I've probably seen it occasionally somewhere maybe before.
Yeah, I actually asked them. This was like COVID time when nothing was available, and I picked the absolute best time to start doing this sort of content where you're like, hey, can I try tools? Because nobody could get any stock. So it's like, we don't need to market because we can't sell what we haven't got anyway.
That's right,
I did ask them at the time and they spoke to me at least, but we didn't get a go of that. I thought at the time doing the sort of work that I was doing, that might be a good solution, but I've since found multiple better solutions.
Okay.
Mainly being like the flail.
Flail mower,
in my opinion.
Yeah.
Just heard Nicole say the seeds collection.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
That's what it is, the seed collection.
The seed collection. Judy's used them for several years. I'm zone 9. So they specify seeds that will grow in your zone. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I think it's pretty amazing, yeah.
There you go.
They must have a really large database of areas and obviously what grows there.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing.
I hate these questions. Sorry, when I say I hate these questions, I
don't know how to answer them.
It's just for about $8.50. Would you buy an Ego lawnmower or Greenworks? Bit of personal preference there, really. I'd be looking at the wider range of tools, seeing what you like, rather than just an individual one. Because basically, once you invest in a battery platform, you're kind of locked in unless you really want to be spending a hell of a lot of money on it.
Yeah, maybe plan ahead in terms of like any future tools you might be kind of thinking about buying. Check out both the brands as well and decide which one you want to start on, I guess, yeah.
On top of that, by default, I keep trying the higher end mowers.
Yeah.
Because of what I do.
Correct.
But then also, I need to start doing more entry-level mowers. I want to try, you have the 18-volt, which I think I saw you do a video on it this week.
Self-propelled 21-inch, yeah.
So I want to have a look at that if you...
grab it.
I'm sure you'd be happy to get it out of your garage and let me have a play with it. So maybe we can do go and have a play with that. Or maybe you can come out. We can go and knock on some random person's door and...
Sure. We'll do on, what's today? Sunday?
Well, we can plan that off stream, mate. Come on.
Sometimes it's good to commit though, yeah.
I do need to try some cheaper ones. I'm attracted to trying some cheaper tools.
More budget-friendly stuff, yeah.
The Morrison chainsaw, $179 chainsaw.
Still going strong.
Still got plenty to use around here. So sorry that doesn't really help you out that much. But David King, with the Rode software, you should be able to connect Nicole via Bluetooth or radio mic, even via phone. So okay, I understand what you're saying. Beer Taster Brute, yes. Witchy says, I'd rather you have too many ideas for projects than forcing content you're not enjoying making. We all have faith you'll get around to all your projects.
They're all so
Thank you.
supportive
Yeah,
of
that
you.
is very
Jesus.
supportive. I genuinely, I really love like what I get to do on Turf and Tools now, like, particularly because it's, I'm getting to do stuff around here that I enjoy.
So can I ask, does having to film all of pretty much every project slow the projects down for you as well?
Yes.
Where you might have everything ready to go, but then you go, you're not in the mood to film, or you're, for whatever reason, you don't have the time. Because obviously everything takes like 2 or 3 times the time when you've actually got to film the content as well. So I'm assuming that's holding you back to a certain extent on certain projects.
And just having so many things to do. Like you look around here, I'm like, okay, I've got to try this, I've got to try that. And then every time I walk out, like you look, there's I don't know if it's on camera or whatever, but there's a DeWalt line trimmer there in a box still. In front of that is the DeWalt self-propelled mower, which I want to try both of them. I'm keen, but it's also the Ego Commercial is here that
Correct.
I did finally take out and christen, I guess you would say, this week. So that was good to do that. And then we had the still mower as well. Like it takes time to do all this stuff. So to answer your question, yes, everything takes a hell of a lot longer filming it. But I don't know, it gives me more opportunities because I am filming it, I guess. You know, I wouldn't be looking at doing some of the things that I'm doing if I wasn't. Beer Taster Brute, have you seen a new zero turn that's on propane gas? No, I haven't seen that. I'm surprised I haven't. It sounds like the sort of thing that I would see on...
your feed?
Yeah, or your feed. You haven't seen that? Karthik, come on. Try a bit of professionalism, please. Please.
It's the Turf and Tools podcast. I don't think you're going to get much professionalism.
I had something else to talk about. The Ego.
Tell us,
So
I saw you took that out on a Free More Friday, I think.
How do you say that?
Because you posted a video of a door knock, and then you posted a video of you using that Ego. I swear it was the Ego you were using in that video.
Oh, are you talking about this video that I'm showing right now?
I think so, yes, that one. And I assume that because the one I'd seen before this might have been on TikTok that I saw was you doing a couple of door knocks.
Yeah, so I did do a door knock, but that wasn't related to this.
I mean,
this was this one on... Sorry.
I remember you called me to say, I'm taking the Ego out to try and do
probably,
a door knock.
That's probably
we
why.
spoke about it.
Okay. So, no, that day I went and did another one and did a full Free-Mo Fridays video, which will come out. I've got to look what time. Probably early tomorrow morning.
Okay, you're
Australian time.
It. Nice.
I'm trying to work out the best time to do them. I was doing them on Friday for a bit. I feel like Sunday evening US time might be...
You mean put the video out itself?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I'd like to put it out, optimal prime time for Australia, but obviously the US market's a lot larger for that, so I've kind of got to keep that in mind. But anyway, so no, this is not the Free-Mo Friday. It was a free one. After yesterday evening, it was about 4:30, and I'm like, I'll just need to go and mow something. I need to test this mower more. Yeah. And I was just driving around, saw this place, which was, I was going to say abandoned, but it's just not, no one lives there.
Yeah, no one's living there yet.
And I thought, I'll knock over this nature strip super quickly. And you can see it here going.
Any like, that was like, did it struggle through that at all? Did it hesitate?
No.
It was fine.
So, and I mean, you can see on the road how it's kind of wet still. The grass was very wet. It's kikuyu and there was some clover and stuff in there and pretty thick.
Yeah.
So it hasn't cut out on me yet. I haven't done anything super, super crazy. But I mean, this is pretty thick.
I'm asking because this is the mower that was built.
Here we go. You can see there where it's just filled the bag up.
Yeah. If I'm not wrong, wasn't it built like the most powerful lawnmower? Like as in...
Yeah.
Yeah. So I wouldn't want it cutting out on just that much.
Have a look at that bag. It fills it really well.
Okay.
Oh, you can see better
it
there.
catches up.
Yeah. It's filling it very well, which I'm impressed with.
So is it a full shoot in the back?
No.
No, not quite. Okay.
It's weird. It's got a little tongue off the back of the catcher, which I think I showed you.
I remember you telling me about it, yes.
But then where that tongue goes in, on the floor in the chute is like there's no floor bit there, like you can see through to the ground.
Bottom, okay.
I've got to have a closer look. I don't understand
The floor of...
the theory
Yeah, okay.
behind that. But bags, well, so far, like bags uses all of the bag.
Yeah.
And even when it was full, it was still reasonably easy to get out,
Okay.
which I do like.
It also comes with the mulch and...
You can see me here. I've just trying to start it up.
Yeah.
While I've said I've had no cutouts, obviously it was full here, and you know when you've totally filled it up,
Yeah.
and then there's grass sitting
In the chute.
in the chute and in the chassis and all of that.
Yeah.
It wouldn't start. Like it flashed up the orange or whatever color it was.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, okay. I would have thought it'd be able to power through that, but so I just sort of moved it back and
Cleared,
dumped it a bit, and that's the only time I've had it not working.
Yeah, okay.
The self-propel, I'm not a massive fan of. It's slow to get to its speed, and I probably understand why. I think I've said this before. Like it's a 50+ kilo mower. If you give it full noise right away, I think it's just going to stress
Yeah.
the
Motor. Every moving part, so to speak, as well.
yeah, basically. So I assume that's why it's like that. I enjoyed using it here more. I don't know if I was used to it more on this than I did on the Fremo Friday,
Yeah.
but I haven't had a great opportunity to cut actual grass, nice grass, because of we're coming into the depths of
Winter. Yeah.
So there's just no nice.
Yeah, but I mean,
lush
it's
stuff around,
been...
but yeah.
I don't think any lawnmower literally will cut nice grass.
Yeah.
That's just needing a maintenance more well anyway, right? So we're just trying to get the view of how will it do with the extremes, I guess.
It was a good test for it first up anyway, putting it through some wet, overgrown kikuyu.
But in terms of feel, you had no problems? Because I know you can be...
Again, that's what I'm saying. I need to put some more time into it, but
Okay.
I think it's one you would get used to more. I like the feel of it. I like that it's solid. A lot of people won't like that it's 50
Heavy.
plus kilos and be like, oh, I don't want it. I like a heavy-ish mower. That's something I'm into.
The other bit was, I think I haven't actually used one, but it's got the wheel adjustment where the front and back is adjusted separately.
What's this? Sorry?
The height adjustment on it?
Yeah.
How this one's got that American style where the front's
Two
are
adjusters,
separate, which you're not a big fan of, if I remember right.
No, I've just left the front at a default number, and I just adjust the.
Oh, okay.
the
You
back.
just adjust the back now.
Yeah, I find it annoying.
Ah.
Yeah,
But moving one extra lever.
it's just and I find that front one's a little bit more fiddly than the back one.
Cool. But wouldn't that be a handy feature to have if you're going through a little bit overgrown?
Maybe
To lift the front up a little bit, because that's kind of what we do with our mowers normally,
I'd
right?
just rather just pop the front wheels.
Handle.
Yeah. So that was that. Here's me using the what's it called?
Still.
I can't think of the model number. It's their multi-tool, their commercial multi-tool.
Okay.
So it's on the AP series. Is it a 131?
Commercial or professional? Because I think they've got the...
Well, they'd call it professional, but it's got plenty of power. Plenty of power.
Is this the same one that struggled? No, that was not the one that
this
struggled
is
with the 2.7.
So this is on the this has got 2.7 in it, and it's absolutely destroying this stuff here quite easily. But yeah, that was just a nice little patch I did.
So you just did the console strip only?
Yeah, and because it was. It looked like it was about to rain again, and it was nearly dark anyway. So,
Cool.
But that's just around the corner, so I might go and finish the rest of it at some stage with the mower as well. But yeah, you got anything else, man?
No, you guys got any questions for us?
I've got one more thing that did arrive.
Actually, I was gonna say, you've been holding it.
Sorry, I've been holding it, but I will go back to. Oh, here we go. That's perfect timing. This I used in the Veggie video, the Squirt VX. It's a battery-powered sprayer, which is right in front of us now. You can't see it on the stream, obviously, at the moment, but I'm using it in the video on the stream. It's a wheeled sprayer.
So like a trolley sprayer, yeah?
Yeah, from Gold Acres. It's the Gold Acres Squirt VX, $525. I noticed it's one of those ones where like right away. Some of them prime really, really quickly and the pressure's just there. This one took a little bit, when I say a little bit, number of
seconds.
Yeah, to get up to pressure before you had full pressure.
Okay.
But I mentioned in the video, I don't know about you, but how you go with your sprayers, but that the last bit when it's sloshy around,
And
it's
you
hard
can't
to
quite get it out. Yep.
It's got at the bottom, so it's flat, and then it goes into like a little well, and the pickup's in there.
It's correct.
So basically, you get
Every drop.
which
pretty much.
I was really impressed with that. That box there is a boom for it. I think it's a three.
Okay. I can see
three,
the boom. Yes,
three sprayer boom.
Correct.
So I will be trying that as well.
Does it come with do they by default give you multiple nozzle options?
Yes, multiple nozzles.
Yep.
I couldn't tell you which ones they are.
That's all right. As long usually they're all as long as they provide them, you kind of know what you're going to get out of the nozzles anyway.
Yeah. But I used Slasher in here on that Kikuyu there that you can see.
Yep.
I pulled it completely out of one garden bed, mowed it on another, and sprayed Slasher. And then on this wild stuff, this wild Kikuyu, I just sprayed it to see what effect it would have.
Yep.
And it's completely browned off now.
Yep.
I don't know that it's dead. It had more effect on that cooch there. This is just an hour after I sprayed it, I think.
Yeah,
which I'm showing on the camera at the moment. But so for anyone that doesn't know, Slasher is a... Do you want to grab that? It's a little white one just behind the DeWalt trimmer. A little white one there. It's an organic weed killer. How do they sell it? Slasher Organic Weed Killer is a contact weed killer containing pelargonic acid.
That sounds made up.
It occurs in plants, including geraniums. It acts on the... I got picked up on how I say foliage.
Okay.
How do you say foliage?
I don't want to say it now. No, because my brain's already... Yeah.
Foliage.
Foliage?
Foliage.
Foliage.
I
think I'm saying it right.
I've always just said foliage, but...
No, that's definitely... Yeah, I can see it. You're putting the I and the L
I just say
the wrong way around.
Well, now... foliage.
That's
foliage.
Closer to
foliage. I just say foliage. Let me know in the chat. How do you say foliage?
How are they going to let you know in the chat?
Because they'll tell us. They'll type it out. But someone served me about that. Oh, I can't believe you do X, Y, Z and you can't even pronounce foliage. And I'm like, you better believe it. It says visible results within an hour on the front. Which for some of the smaller stuff, I found that to be the case. I found 24 hours later on this, there you go, you can see on the, here, see how it's wilted. This was about 24 hours later. And from there, actually, did you see, you would have seen that
I was standing there looking at it,
See how brown it was?
Yeah, so I'm assuming this is, what's the word I'm looking for? Not selective. It just kills anything it touches, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got to be careful when...
Now, the downside of it is the cost because you use 70 mil per litre, whereas,
the
Roundup.
glyphosate,
you kind of use 9 to 11 per litre. So, you're going to cost substantially more, obviously, but I'm not going to be spraying the other stuff in my garden bed, obviously.
Yeah.
But I don't know, it's good to test out. We've got another one, a Seasol branded one there too.
Do you want to grab it?
No, that's all right.
Okay.
I will do a video comparing how they go.
Yep.
So, has anyone in the chat had any luck with Slasher? Let me know. Michelle's here. Hello, Michelle. Late, but you can catch up later watching the Tuesday version. Have you upgraded the security in your shed given that you have a lot of tools in there and you're showing them on YouTube? Yes, I have. I have Karthik here as a security guard.
I was going to say, he's got a couple of guards out the front there, permanently posted.
Sue has just spelt out foliage.
It's oh, come on. You're just making
here we
this
go.
up.
Michelle's saying foliage.
Yeah, that's it.
Foliage.
There you go. That's
Who
right.
says foliage?
Well, everyone else,
Foliage.
apparently.
Foliage? It's just foliage, isn't it?
It's not foliage.
I feel like it is.
The eyes in the wrong pot. I mean, I wasn't concerned about it at all, but now I'm feeling quite passionately.
Foliage. I mean, now I've said it that many times, it just sounds... It just doesn't sound right.
Okay.
Yeah. In the US Southern, they say foliage. Foliage. I'm gonna have a stroke in a minute. But one last thing that has arrived
It's like
this week that
cinnamon and cinnamon and
actually, you're holding hold that up. There you go. That's the Gold Acres stubby holder.
Oh, that.
They did send that out. They sent out a care package which included a beanie, which is cool.
Yeah.
That and there was a nice snuggly what's this? Jumper. But
as good as the heated Milwaukee
well, it's
one?
not heated, so obviously it's not as good. But it looked very snuggly. But it's like extra large. Maybe they heard that I was 7 foot tall and they're like, oh, he must be an extra large.
You keep putting that out there, yeah.
So that's no good to me. But
fit about 6 Tims in there.
Hey, they also do a few things. I think they do like larger things. So a tow behind sprayer as well. So maybe we can try that out at some stage.
You almost need like a self-propelled push or pull.
I need a tow
but a tow behind, with the hey, any quick any updates on the buggy? No,
I will, trust me, when it's the day it's here, there will be a video of me just gallivanting
doing something
around
really silly with
it. The John Deere Gator. So I'm very, very, very keen to try that. 12 Leonardo says 12 days ago I tried the grasshopper mower diesel and works excellent on tall grass and brambles. Good to hear. Back to what I was saying. This is a large tyre for something that we've spoken about a lot, the Morator remote control mower. I think they had some people suggesting that maybe a different tread pattern, a larger I think it's a larger diameter.
Okay.
Again, they arrived. I pulled it out of the box for this. It looks pretty big. I think
chunky.
So I think it's grippier for going up
right
hills and that sort of stuff.
Okay.
So, but I noticed even the stock wheels on it, particularly on the all-wheel drive, is quite aggressive on the turn. So I imagine this is going to be
on the turn.
Aggressive.
I'm curious to see. You wouldn't.
But even little turns with the all-wheel drive, a little bit of dampness in the soil.
Yep.
And it was skidding it up. So I will be fitting those at some point and doing a hill climb with them. Maybe we could see if we could climb the Morator remote control mower from the bottom down at the Turf and Tools beach.
All the way up here?
All the way up to the Turf and Tools headquarters.
You don't have a path for it to be able to do that, though. Like a path that can go, that the Morator can take, is it? But you're talking like big rock ledges.
It's a challenge. It doesn't mean
Spider-Man.
It's a challenge. It doesn't mean it's going to be successful at it, but it doesn't mean we can't give it a crack. Witchy says, oh, darn, I was hoping that was finally a replacement for your cart. You know what?
That's what I thought when it came in as well originally.
So Witchy's talking about the Viva Cart that they sent out, and I did a review on. It arrived with one of the wheels dead on arrival.
Yeah.
Or one of the tyres. So they were going to send a whole other thing out, and I said, no, can't you just send another wheel? I don't want to have to trash a whole cart, which I use the cart every day, I will say. Those carts are super handy.
Yep.
It'll be awesome when I have 4
functional wheels. So what are you doing with the one
I just drag it around.
Okay.
It's fine. It kind of doesn't go on that one. But I use it for firewood, picking up kindling around here.
Yeah, no, I've seen you drag that around everywhere.
Yeah. But it hasn't arrived yet. They did say they weren't in stock. It'll take a bit longer, but it's been... God, how long's it been? A month plus?
Yeah, it's probably easier from their end to just replace the whole thing, obviously, but you didn't weren't looking for that. Yeah.
Very wasteful. Is there a beach bar down there? No, there's no beach bar down there, but maybe we can take an esky down to the Turf and Tools beach.
Just needed to warm up a bit. It's too cold right now.
I'll have to do a tour down to the Turf and Tools beach at some point. I'm sure everyone would love to see my beach.
Yeah.
Yes. It has been weeks. So I'm going to give these a go. I have noticed Lots of posts, people getting their mow raiders. So it seems like it's not a scam, which is always a good thing. I saw a guy posting, and this was actually a pretty positive thing.
Yeah.
I think I took a screenshot of it. A gentleman posted on the group that he
Received it, no?
he received his, and I wanted to show you, Karthik, because it was really inspiring. Anyway, it was a gentleman in a wheelchair, and yeah, he
can get back onto mowing now.
he can mow his lawn. So I thought that was kind of like, if you made that product and you're seeing that you're giving someone their independence in that regard back, like that's what you've said the whole time. It's like, I guess if you were,
I think an excellent market for them to be selling it to.
I do wonder though, like if it gets stuck though, like.
But they're not. Well, look, not that Morata is claiming that's what they're trying to do, help the world, but it might not be the perfect solution, but at least it's an option.
Yeah. Oh, I had a screenshot of it somewhere.
Okay.
I thought it was nice, but I've got it stuck a couple of times and I've had to like pull it out. Or
Look, they might hire a mowing guy to turn up, and the guy might not turn up as well, so that's a problem too.
Sue and Michelle are very keen for the beach tour. I'll do a beach video because it's a bit of a walk down there to the beach.
It's huge.
And I need to... it'd probably be better when we have the John Deere Gator here to take down there, because I need to take a chainsaw because there's quite a few trees down.
Probably
want to
do some sort of safe access from the beach down to the water as well, eventually someday.
Yeah, and we will be wearing sunscreen while we're on the beach. Maybe we need to get a sunscreen sponsor. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Tim, have you ever used a pole saw? Not the attachment one. Would be handy in your property. I have one over there
on the back
which
wall.
You can't see. I've got the still. I don't know the model number, but
isn't that like one of your OG tools that you had?
Yeah, it's actually, I bought it not knowing when I early on started, and I was doing. You were looking for hedge reductions were kind of cool because a lot of people didn't want to do them, and they sort of paid all right. And then I basically did one just to pay. I'm like, that'll be the tool that'll be able to get me to do these more, because I was doing them by hand and everything.
Yeah.
And like now, different story between little baby hand chainsaws, pruners. I'm like, why didn't I? I guess you just don't know what you don't know.
Yeah.
I thought that was the go for that sort of work, but they. Not really, because they kind of bounce off smaller branches.
Correct.
Better for more solid limbs that aren't moving. But yeah, that runs on the AP, their professional batteries. So correct, it would be a very handy thing to try here, which I will be. I saw Milwaukee. I think it was Milwaukee. Or maybe both. No, Milwaukee got a new set of like telescopic pruners.
Okay.
Like the battery operated shear ones. And while I was at Luke's thing, I saw Crest had a really long telescopic
pruner as well.
pole saw.
Yeah.
PowerX, how are you? Are you getting any more of your bags? No, I'm not. No.
The green ones?
Yeah, no. So he's referring to the bags that I use to collect the grass. They're large bags. I can't think what they're called. Send me a message and I'll try and
find the link
where
for
I got them. But yeah, no, I like the idea of, because lots of people asked me about the bags. And I was like, maybe we could sell them. It was never going to be a money spinner or anything.
Yeah.
But I was like, it'd be kind of cool to do that. No, it's not cool. It's, especially an item like that, which is came in an awkward fashion, had to store them, had to buy hundreds of them.
Yep.
And then fold them, post them.
But you're never posting hundreds of them. You're posting like 2 or 4 or 6 or whatever at a time.
In bags of 5. But, and I'm like, why? Like I thought this was going to be fun, and I'm like, I'm not making money out of it, and it's just a pain in the bum. But,
correct. And once you've committed that you're going to sell them, you can't like leave them hanging weeks in advance.
Yeah.
Without sending it out as well.
Yes. One last question. Ethan, what is your favourite... Well, Ethan says, Tim, what is your favourite trimmer line? I don't have a specific brand or that I am like, I swear by this. I just run normally a 2 point... If it's somewhat thick or overgrown, a 2.7, 3.3 if it's really heavy, round line. Or if I want to get like really crispy at home on cooch, and I find like just a 2 mil.
Really sharp
I
edge.
find a 2 mil in like that steel
Yeah.
trimmer I was telling you about earlier. I find you get a nice, really crispy. I find like 2.7 is really aggressive on.
Leaves a bit
cooch.
more of a thicker groove as well, I feel
And,
like. Yeah.
and if you butcher it, you butcher it. So I just like round line. Hope that answers your question. Brian Welsh answered the question about the bags, Pacific bags. Yes, go and check them out there. You got anything else before we go?
Not really, mate. No, that was good updates.
Yes. Thank you very much for joining us for the 23rd annual Turf and Tools podcast. We likely will be back next week if you'll have us. Thanks to the guys watching on the live stream. We will see you next week.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks for tuning in again this week.